Well, I tell you what, Chris, it's not really any weather for the hills today. I think we should keep down in the valley out of the wind, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty out there today.
Yeah, definitely some slower speed today.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's do it. Trials?
Trials?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been looking at your face, looking at your Instagram actually. You seem to have got some amazing trial skills. Look at that rock wall there. How the hell did you get up there?
Oh, I've ridden trials for a few years now, Jonesy.
Oh, crikey. I'll tell you what then, how about loser buys the lunch?
Let's do it.
Okay. Tell us about trials.
Trials, it's all about slow speed, manoeuvring that bike around in the woods. Something I've done over the years, loads of, and I've seen that trials bike hidden away in your garage.
So what are we looking at? Rocks, roots?
Yeah, big rocks, roots, ledges, things like that, but we're going to have a scoring system as well. Do you know how that works?
Well, which scoring system would you like to use?
Traditional trials, motorbike trials.
Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3 and 5. 1 point for putting your foot down, 2 points for putting 2 feet down, 3 for putting 3 feet down or more, or 5 for
failure or a complete crash in the section.
Right, so, well, here's a rock.
Yeah, get on with it then, Steve.
Is that a bit ambitious?
I think so. Let's start a bit smaller, warm up.
Okay, let's go to challenge number 1.
Let's get into it.
Right, Chris, heads or tails?
Gonna go heads.
Heads it is.
Has it got a coin?
Yeah, heads it is. Would you want to go first or second?
I'll go first if it's heads.
Okay, right. Chris goes first. Now, Chris, obviously on motorcycle trials, they ride their tyres around about 4 to 5 PSI, right?
That's right.
So are you going to have 4 to 5 in that tyre?
I'll do about 1 to 2 PSI, I think, Steve.
Yeah, so you've gone for the 3C and you're a 27.5, 2.8 tyre.
Yeah.
There's bags of grip on that.
Should be good, I reckon.
Absolutely. That's probably the perfect trials tyre,
And I've got my
right?
nice Yamaha powerful motor as well. See, you've got those skinny 29ers, you're going to be wheel spinning around everywhere.
Section 1.
Right, first gear, extra power mode. Nice tight turn straight away. We're allowed non-stop those, we're allowed to stop those, Steve, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that. That was so smooth. Oh, he's making it easy. Making it so... Oh, got 5. He's 5
My motor's cut out. My motor cut out. Hold on, what's going on there?
Can I check your motor cut out?
Honestly.
I'll let you have a look. Your motor cut out, did it? Ooh, it seems to be pretty good to me. I think that's rider error, Chris.
No, honestly.
5 marks for Chris Smith, section 1.
Steve Jones dropping in from Compadre.
Thing is, I'm feeling tense because obviously you've got those bounce around skills.
You got that.
Huh?
Look at this. Cleaned it.
Whoa.
Steve Jones on a clean. Nice.
Look.
Okay, this is section 2, loads of tight turns, big rock steps, decent rock slab, and then big up and over rock. Jones dropping in. Up onto the big rock slab.
Oh, that's a bit sketchy. There's a tree right in front.
Nice brake control. Look at this, nice.
Oh my
Go
God.
on, Steve, you got it. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, 5. Is it? Oh, I thought we had to turn around the car.
No, it's just out. Once you're off the rock, you once past the tree, you're out.
Oh.
Whoa. Clean, yes.
You have to rebuild the course, mind.
Yeah, so Chris, we're going to drop into the big rocks of section 2 and it starts with a really tight turn and then you're going to drop and... Oh dear. Oh my God. This is actually turning into Lauren Hardy. What are you doing? Of course, the great thing with trials is like you don't get a second chance. Once you're in, you're in. What are you doing?
It's not a good day today, is it?
Okay, section number 3.
Big steep section coming in. Real steep, looking nice. Front brake control.
It's a dab. Oh, oh. 2 taps. 2 taps, that's it.
at that. Nice.
Oh,
Well done.
what was that? 2.
2.
So Chris is rolling in on section number 3. The problem with this section is not the first part, but the really difficult, slippy exit to it. Oh, he keeps his momentum. Oh, beautiful. Should have kept it going.
I know, pedal strike there, wasn't it?
That was almost there.
Is that a 5 then?
Well, of course, what are you doing at the minute?
Paddling.
Is that a 5 then, as you're pushing the bike out of the section? Wow, Chris, those first 3 sections, not so good for you, right?
No, he hammered me on those, Steve.
But you know what I love? That's it, going out and about, looking for new stuff, new
Yeah.
challenges. I guess that has got your name all over it,
I
right?
reckon this is more my sort of thing, yeah, out of the woods.
Oh, look at
Couldn't
that there,
quite-
look at that slab there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Inside that tree and up over that then?
Inside the tree and up the rock.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing, you're out and about on your bike and you
Yeah.
come across stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of banter, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we go inside the tree or outside?
Inside the tree.
Right, okay, who's going first?
Yeah.
Right,
Get it.
so maximum gear. Whoa, that is steep. That is steep. Oh, oh my God. Woo!
Straighten out.
Straight out.
Right. You
Go
good?
easy.
Easy, easy, easy.
Oh God. So section 5, we've introduced a lot more predictability, as Chris Smith puts it. So Chris, it's a simple matter of up on the rock, spin it round and back down again. Loads of grip, loads of control. I want to see you cleaning this one.
Easy.
Easy. So,
Easy.
3rd gear, powering up that bank. Interesting.
You got that, Steve?
Now, I don't think you need to be so aggressive. How about we actually bring the start a lot closer? How about we give it a meter? How about we make the start
That's
point
a big meter, isn't it?
here?
Right. Nice. It's a close in run up this time.
Well, it's not run up, is it? Nice bit of balance. Now, trials is all about balance, right, Chris?
Yeah.
You can. Nicely done. I guess that's a different skill, right?
Yeah.
Five, 3, and if you get right down here, it's a clean. But as you can see, it's like only
Tapers down.
about 3 inches wide down the bottom. What? Clean.
Right.
Ooh. I reckon that's a 3.
Just, isn't it?
Yeah. So Chris just said watch and weep. Like classic standing up technique where there's no grip on that back tyre. Goes for a right hand turn and unfortunately he does a 5. You've blamed the bike, you've blamed the tyres, you've blamed the seat, and now you're blaming my farts for preventing you going up the climb. I've actually heard it all.
I've inhaled it as I've come up this climb here.
He actually just said that I can't believe that you fart put me off going up the hill. So I'm going to give the hill climb a go. Check the gears. I'm got my seat down. I'm going to go for the slow approach. Ooh, crikey, it is super slippy. Super slippy, but I think you'll find, Chris, that that is a clean.
Yeah, we'll try the step down then, Steve.
Ooh. Let's have a look at that. Wow. Ooh, Crikey. Do you know what, Chris? I'd give you 5, 10, 15 marks to be able to do like that. It's just not in my genes. Just roll around that one. Chris, scores on the doors, that's lap 1 then.
I don't want to see, Steve.
Pretty tough first lap. I mean, I've heard every excuse in the book. So let's go for another lap. Before that, how about some sausage and mash? Get some more grip on that back tire.
Yeah. Get some grip, get some weight on. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good, but yeah, I reckon after lunch, I'm going to bring this back.
Nice. Right, lunch it is. Run 2, Chris Smith.
Sounds like Christmas when you say that. I like it.
Ooh, crikey, that's hard than it looks, isn't it? Okay, run number 2.
Go on, Steve, you got it. Easy. Clean for Steve. Work.
Right. Move on to section 2. So lap number 2 on the big rocks. Oh, this is pretty hideous here. It's like a double drop.
Real sketchy, that rock as well, sliding mine. Watch that soft stuff. Oh. Easy. Nice. Clean.
So Chris Smith, run number 2. Remember, there's that little rock that had him off on the first lap, so he's going to try to avoid that. Run number 2, and he drops.
Drop it in. Oh my God.
Oh, well held. That's a dab on the tree, we'll give him that.
One dab, is it?
One dab. As he goes into the double drop. Oh! I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you a 2.
Steve, lap number 2 coming into the section. He's on it, around the corner. Oh. Oh.
Some controversy in there, I think.
What would you call it? 3?
Okay, here he goes. He's on his second lap now, in section 3. Nicely done. I know you can see that really slippy exit there. Keep going, Chris. Keep it going. Really slippy exit. No, oof, not quite enough momentum. And it's a 5, unfortunately, for Chris Smith. Okay, let's have a go on this bike, Chris. What gear? First gear?
Third.
Third gear? I don't think third's a good idea. Really? Third gear? Yeah, boy. Well, it's not the gearing, it's not the grip. That was just as easy. So e-bikes, are they built all differently? Kind of, but they're not really. Okay, second lap.
Watch that greasy bit.
It's all greasy. That's a double clean.
No way, you hit that last car.
No, I was gonna hit Brandon. I got to the log, man. That was the route. That's clean.
Oh my God.
Double clean.
This is a little known fact that Steve Jones actually won a national motorbike trial competition. Just put it out there.
That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, what, when you were 20? Right. Oh.
Ah, isn't it? That's a 5.
Pedaling back the ankle there.
Probably not been your bag today.
No.
I mean, there's been the motor, there's been the tyre pressure, there's been my ass, there's been the grips, there's been no end of excuses today.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 mark, I'll drop 1 mark for every foot you can hit off that step down. I mean, that is totally not my cup of tea.
So I've got to go as big as that, and then, so
Yeah.
if I get 6 foot, you're going to give me 6 points.
Yeah.
If I go 100 foot, you're going to
Yeah.
remove 100 points and I win.
If you go 100 feet, there's flat landing though.
That's all right, it's got big suspension.
However, we've got 1 more hill climb to do before getting to that.
Right.
So you might be into half-century figures by then.
Let's get into it then,
So
yeah?
you need to make sure that you clean this last section.
Clean this section.
Easy, easy.
Ah!
Going for the low gear approach, sat down, which is different to Chris's approach, stood up. Ooh, it is slippy. So I'm shifting my body weight, slowing it down as you're going around that corner, feathering the back brake, and then yet more annihilation to Chris Smith. So here goes Chris Smith's flat landing to win the Trials Challenge.
Not to flat, no
Chris,
way.
be careful, please. Come on, we want to do more of this. Whoa. So,
That's as best as I can go on that, I think.
Chris Smith pulls back 18 marks.
Minus what, 15?
18.
Minus 18.
18 marks.
So what was that? Annihilation in the end then?
Good day
game.
out.
Yeah, it was a good
Good
day.
day out.
Just shows you what good fun you can have on these bikes.
Yeah.
Whatever terrain, anything you can find, make a little comp out.
The secret Chris missed out on was the Michelin super tacky rallies, which get you anywhere. But Chris, more e-bike challenges. We've done loads, right?
Yeah, loads of
the
good
rock.
stuff. Yeah, we've got the
Check
rock.
out the rock.
We've got the slab as well, our first epic climb as well. If you can check that one out, check that one out too.
But it doesn't need to be as ridiculous as that. You can have fun anywhere in the woods on your e-bike. So let us know your thoughts on our Trials Challenge.
Drop us some comments in the box below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to EMBN.
And also, don't forget to send your commiserations to Chris Smith.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll redeem myself. Street challenge, trial challenge coming up.
Yeah.